Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Real News Podcast. You're not going to believe what President Trump did, or maybe you did because you watched it already. Now, he's only been in office for 43 days. 43 days, y'all. And already he's shaking things up like never before. This man just delivered the speech that was basically a State of the Union on steroids. He laid out everything he's done so far. And let me tell you, it's a lot. We're talking economic growth, immigration, national security, cultural issues, and government efficiency. And the vision, a renewed, prosperous America. Welcome back to the channel. If y'all new here, hit that subscribe button because we're about to break something down and get raw and real. But before we do, I'm going to start off with a couple of videos. And this one is from Fox News, and it's a Republican from my home, it's a Republican from where I live, and here he is talking about it, Senator Ted Cruz. Check it out.
Tonight was incredible. This is the fifth State of the Union address I've seen Trump give. It was by far his best. We're just over a month into it, and he had a litany of victories that we've already won, one after the other after the other. Listen, I thought he was joyful. I thought he was forward-looking. I thought he had the promise of America front and center. And I got to say the contrast, I have never seen such a disgraceful display as the Democrats put on. I've been to 13 State of the Union addresses altogether since I've been in the Senate. I've been to every one. I've never missed one. It started from the moment he walked in and was introduced, the President of the United States. Not a single Democrat stood, not a single Democrat applauded, not one. I've never seen that happen. Every time Joe Biden walked into that chamber and they introduced him as the President of the United States, I stood my butt up and I clapped. Every time Barack Obama walked in, I stood up and clapped. Even when I couldn't stand their policies, even when I was horrified at what they were doing, I respect the office of the President of the United States, and I respect the American people. The contempt those Democrats had, they wouldn't stand, as you noted, for the mom of Jocelyn Nungary. They wouldn't stand for Laken Riley's family. They wouldn't stand for the 13-year-old kid who survived brain cancer. They didn't stand for the young man whose father was a slain police officer, whom Trump admitted to West Point in the middle of the speech. They wouldn't stand for him. Even the Joint Chiefs applauded to the kid going to West Point. But you know what? The speaker got something slightly wrong. He said there was nothing they applauded for and stood for. That's not correct. There was one thing the entire night they applauded for, that we sent hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. And they all stood and cheered that we sent money to Ukraine, but they will not applaud for America. Tonight was incredible.
Well, you heard it right there, man. Crazy. That is just insane. Insane. Here's another video, man. I'm going to show you another video of some more Republicans complaining about it. Because it's true. Stand up, bro. Show some respect. But their TDS is so far gone. So far gone. I'm sorry about the little technical difficulties. Here we go.
Tonight were so pathetic. They couldn't even stand for Laken Riley's family. Jocelyn Nungary, his mother, a slain officer's wife, Stephanie Diller. They couldn't even stand for a beautiful 13-year-old cancer survivor who dreams of being a police officer and tonight became a Secret Service agent, DJ Daniel. He said, "This is my fifth time at a joint address from President Trump. And sadly, there is nothing this president could do or say that would make these Democrats stand and cheer. This has now become a party of rage and hate, a radicalized party reduced to a collective temper tantrum, sitting on their hands, doing nothing for the American people. But tonight, this is also a defeated party. No solutions, no coherent message, no plan for the future, simply reduced to political stunts and smears and outright lies.
And that's one of the things I've also seen on there, watching that whole thing unfold out. It's just no respect. None. None. And you know what? Everybody, plus their moms, plus their grandmas is saying this. That is despicable. Despicable. You serious right now? Y'all not even gonna show respect to the families that were there. The man that just came home, y'all left him in Russia. I have somebody else who also wants to say something. My bad. Playing the video a little bit prematurely right there. Pause. But here we go.
I attended President Trump's State of the Union address in Washington, D.C. tonight. Let me tell you what I saw. Better yet, let me tell you what I didn't see. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud a child with terminal brain cancer who was in the room. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud and honor the life and memory of young girls like Laken Riley or 12-year-old Jocelyn, who lost their lives to illegal gang members before their grieving parents who were in the room. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud an American who had been falsely and innocently imprisoned in Russia, who had recently been returned, who was in the room with his 95-year-old mother. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud a balanced budget. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But you know what I did see the Democrats stand and applaud? The only thing they stood and cheered for was Ukraine. And I don't mean peace in Ukraine, because when President Trump mentioned his efforts to end the Russian-Ukrainian war, they didn't cheer for that. They only cheered when President Trump mentioned we have given Ukraine over $350 billion in taxpayer funds. They clapped for the continued funding of war in Ukraine. The Democratic Party, and I don't mean Democrats, I mean the Democratic Party. So in terms of elected representation and certainly how left-leaning media portrays the Democrats, they're no longer American. They don't love our country. They don't love our flag. They don't love the American people. They are soulless. They are insufferable. It can only be described as immoral and evil. Tonight was proof for me that Democrats will literally stand for anything but America and its people.
Everyone is saying this. Everyone is saying this. And it's true. It really is true, man. So I don't know. I think that party is truly done. It is. It's got to. All right. I mean, first of all, let's start out with the economy. I'm just going to jump right in because where Trump's been crushing it, in just 43 days, he's made moves that have Wall Street buzzing and Main Street booming. He's cut taxes for the middle class, finally. Some relief for the folks who actually work for a living. And businesses, they're loving it. Trump's slashing regulations left and right. And guess what? Unemployment at an all-time low. That's right. More Americans are working than ever before, and wages are going up. You know what that means? People can actually afford to live again. And that's within 5-6 weeks. But there's more. Trump's bringing back manufacturing jobs that were shipped off to China and Mexico. He's not playing around with these trade deals anymore. He's renegotiating everything, putting America's first. You remember when politicians used to do that? And those jobs are never coming back. Trump's proving them wrong. Factories are reopening and blue collar workers are getting their dignity back. And that's what winning looks like. Exactly what winning looks like. You see it right there. The people who are not profiting off of the scams, the people who are not profiting off of the corruption, they're sitting in that room mad. Mad. Let's jump into immigration. Because this is where Trump's been, he's been taking no prisoners. He's been crystal clear. Our borders are going to be secure, period. In 43 days, he's already ramped up border security and illegal crossings are down. Way down. To the point where people were just leaving. That's how down they are. And it's going to be, you know what? When I hope that this wall goes up. I mean, is it going up? It'll be a big, beautiful wall. Not even gonna lie. He promised everything else, and it turned out to be good. So I'm pretty sure when he said it's going to be a big, beautiful wall, I guarantee it's going to be a big, beautiful wall. If you're here illegally, especially if you're a criminal, you're out of here. Trump's deporting criminal, illegal aliens faster than you can say adios. But here's the kicker. He also fixing legal immigration. He's pushing for a merit-based system. So we're just bringing in the best and the brightest. Not just anyone who could just hop a fence. And for the folks who want to come here the right way, Trump's making it easier for them to contribute to America. It's common sense. But apparently, that's a rare commodity in Washington. Obviously. They don't have no damn common sense. You saw it last night. None. Next up, national security. Trump's not messing around when it comes to keeping America safe. He's rebuilding our military. He's bringing in more ships, more planes, more troops ready to defend this great nation. And let's be real, for far too long, we've been weak on the world stage. China's been eating our lunch. Russia's been flexing on us. And we've been stuck in endless wars. Man, forget all that. Trump's taking on China head on. He's calling out their trade abuse, their spying, their military buildup. And Russia, he's not afraid to stand toe-to-toe with Putin. But here's the best part. He's bringing our troops home from these forever wars. And he's bringing them home the right way. Not like that last botched attempt by the last administration. No more American blood and treasure washed into places that don't appreciate it. Trump's making sure our military is the strongest in the world, but he's not sending our boys and girls to die for nothing. Now that's leadership. They don't need to go over there for what? We can go ahead and sit down and take care of this. Come over to the Oval Office, man. Have a little chat. We talk about it. I'm gonna let you know what I'm gonna do, and that's how it's gonna be done. We not messing around here. All right, so let's get into the cultural stuff. This would probably be fun because this is where the left has been losing their minds. Trump's not backing down on the culture wars. He's fighting back. He's pushing for schools to teach kids to love America again, not to hate it. No more of this critical race theory garbage. We're talking real history, real civics, and yes, the Pledge of Allegiance in every classroom. You got a problem with that? Too bad. You could literally just move to another country. You can move to Canada. You can move to Mexico. You can move to the UE. Bye. Deuce. Because if you got a problem with that, I mean, if you go to any other country, you'll have to do the same. I mean, what is? I don't see what the big deal is here. And free speech, Trump's all over it. He's taking on big tech, calling out their censorships, and fighting for your right to stay. Just to say what you want without getting banned or canceled. He's also standing strong on Second Amendment. Your right to bear arms isn't going anywhere under Trump. That man's a patriot. He's not afraid to say it. All right, which is good. We need a patriot on the front lines. Let's go ahead and talk about government efficiency. Enough about that, right? Because this is where Trump's been surgical. Surgical. He's draining the swamp, and he's not being shy about it. In 43 days, he's already cut through layers of bureaucracy, and that's been choking the country for decades. He's making government work for the people, not the other way around. Trump's using technology to streamline everything. Less paperwork, more action. He's cutting waste like his job, and guess what? He's also holding federal agencies accountable. No more hiding behind the red tape. If you're not doing your job, you're out. It's that simple. And the best part, he's making government transparent. You can actually see where your tax dollars are going to. Imagine, this is the first time in history. But here's the bottom line. Trump's vision for America isn't clear. I mean, it's clear. I'm sorry. He's not just talking about making America great again. He's doing it, and he's doing it, and he's doing it. And within 43 days so far, he's laid the foundation for a renewed, a prosperous America. We're talking jobs, we're talking security, we're talking freedom, and also American pride. He's calling on every American to step up, put in some hard work, and believe in this country again. Trump said it best. Our best days are still ahead of us. And you know what? I believe him. This isn't just a speech. It's a roadmap to greatness. So what's next? Right? What's next? Right now, it's up to us. Are we going to sit back and let the haters win? Or are we going to fight for this vision that we have? Drop your comments below. Hit that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. We're just getting started. Until next time, stay sharp, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.